What makes SANWILD absolutely unique is the fact that the land is held in trust for the animals themselves. So the humans that work here are merely the voices of the animals. Most of the animals have been rescued. They've come from very bad situations, be it poaching or snaring, or animals that have been hit by cars, or animals that have become orphaned and become hand-raised. Then we also have some really very special immigrants into South Africa, like hippos, for example, that were rescued from very bad situations in Europe. They were flown out all the way by KLM Cargo, and they were brought back to SANWILD and they've been released back to the wild. So here, really what makes us totally different is every single animal has a history, they have names, you know, and we can explain to guests and tourists exactly how these animals lived before they actually reached this sanctuary where they're now living wild and free and interacting naturally with other subspecies. What we've done is we've established 2 private bush camps in the reserve itself, stylish but very nice, that can accommodate up to 20 people in total. And we use the proceeds that we raise from the accommodation we're making available to people to actually fund our emergency rescues and veterinary funding, and also to buy food for the large predators, which we're actually holding in large natural habitat enclosures. Early in 1997, a practice was exposed in the Cook Report in the UK, where lions in South Africa were hunted in reasonably large numbers. And this became known as canned hunting. Now, canned hunting, the phrase canned hunting needs to be clearly defined. This is basically where lions are bred in captivity, where they become habituated to people, you know, to a great extent, because they are fed on a daily basis by humans. And then these lions are put up for trophy hunts, in which they are hunted in reasonably sized small camps where they have no fear of humans and where they also have no chance of escaping from the hunters. The main reason why these guys come to South Africa is actually to come and kill a lion in the easiest possible manner with no danger to themselves at all. A lot of the lions are shot from vehicles, they're shot in small camps where there's absolutely no danger to the hunter's life. And these guys come here specifically to take that trophy back to wherever they came from and tell huge stories about how they bravely hunted a lion in Africa. We've looked after these animals since 2003, but since the beginning of last year, we've really battled. With the international recession and with dwindling donor funding, it's really become a tough job. As an organisation, we also don't get any government funding, so I mean we are totally reliant on the goodwill of private individuals and companies. Now fortunately we've got some real understanding suppliers, and they realise that we are a non-profitable and charitable organisation. But that gets really very hair-raising and tough at times, you know. If we get to running 4 or 6 weeks behind, you know, that makes it really tough on us, because then we're facing a situation where guys may not supply us with meat anymore. And then on occasions, the lions are forced to eat chickens, which is not really the right thing for them. But if we do run into tough financial situations, we actually do feed the lions chickens. We've looked at various options, and we came to one very sad conclusion, that before we allow these animals to leave the sanctuary and end up back as a hunting trophy on somebody's wall or on somebody's floor, if we can't raise sufficient donor funding to actually look after these lions, they will have to be put to sleep humanely. And I think that would be one of the most tragic days of my life. And if there's people out there that do love lions as much as we do, I really would appreciate their financial help.